Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. The first crack in my marriage arrived as a vibration on my phone. 3 sharp pulses on the kitchen counter while I was slicing limes for cocktails. The screen lit up with a name I didn't recognize and a message that didn't belong in my life. Can't wait to see you tonight. Plan B still on? I stared at it long enough for the letters to blur. Then I locked the screen, wiped my hands on a towel, and told myself I was overreacting. It was probably work. Probably nothing. That's what love does when it's cornered, it bargains. The house was full an hour later. Laughter bounced off the walls, glasses clinked, and the smell of roasted garlic mixed with perfume and the bite of gin. Our friends filled the living room, the backyard glowed with string lights, and my wife, moved through it all like a practiced host. She wore the blue dress I loved, the one that made her eyes look brighter, the one she knew I liked. She brushed past me and kissed my cheek, quick and distracted. Everything okay? I asked. Of course, she said, already turning away. Just nerves. Big crowd. I watched her go, watched how she checked her phone when she thought no one noticed, how she laughed a second too late at jokes, how she kept finding reasons to step outside. I followed once, pretending to look for ice. She was leaning against the fence, her face lit by her screen, her smile small and private. Hey, I said. She jumped. God, you scared me. Sorry, I said and meant it. I was sorry for a lot of things already, though I didn't know why yet. She slid her phone into her purse like it burned. Did you need something? I needed the truth. I needed reassurance. I needed to not feel like a stranger in my own house. Instead, I said, ice is low. I'll grab some, she said quickly, brushing past me again. That night had been planned for weeks. A celebration, she'd said. A milestone. Promotions, anniversaries, the vague but comforting idea that we were doing well. We'd been married 8 years. We had rituals, Sunday pancakes, late-night walks, the way she tucked her feet under my leg on the couch. Those memories stood in my chest like witnesses, begging me not to accuse. But then there were the missed calls, the late meetings, the way she'd started sleeping with her phone face down, the way she'd flinched when I hugged her from behind. I tried to drink it away. I tried to laugh. I tried to be the husband who trusted. Halfway through the night, she clinked her glass with a spoon. The room quieted. I stood near the bar, lime juice drying sticky on my fingers. I just want to say, she began, smiling at our friends, how grateful I am. For support. For options. A ripple of laughter followed. My stomach tightened. She lifted her purse. Some people believe in backup plans, she said lightly. Plan Bs. You know, just in case life doesn't go the way you expect. My heart thudded so loud I was sure someone could hear it. She reached into her purse and pulled out her phone. Tapped the screen. Held it up. Tonight's a celebration of being honest with ourselves. The phone buzzed in my pocket at the same moment. I didn't need to look to know it was the same name. The same message. I'm here. The room laughed again, confused but indulgent. She scanned the crowd and locked eyes with a man near the doorway. Tall. Confident. Too comfortable. This is Mark, she said. A friend. Someone I care about. The air went thin. I felt myself recede like I was watching from underwater. Memories flickered. Her hand in mine at the beach, the night we painted the spare room, the way she cried when my father died. All of it pressed against this moment, begging it not to be real. She kept talking. Words about growth. About honesty. About not putting all your eggs in one basket. About how sometimes love changes shape. I heard myself laugh. It startled me as much as anyone. I took a step forward, lifted my glass and smiled. The kind of smile that hurts your face because it's holding something back. All yours, I said. Silence fell hard and sudden. Someone coughed. A glass clinked and shattered near the sink. Her face went pale. What? All yours, I repeated, steady now. Your plan B. Congratulations. She stared at me like she didn't recognize me. Maybe she didn't. I didn't recognize myself either. The calm, the way the anger folded inward instead of exploding. The room felt like a stage, and for the first time I wasn't performing. Can we talk? She whispered. Of course, I said. In a minute. I turned to our friends. Thank you all for coming, I said. Drinks are on me. Make yourselves comfortable. Then I walked outside. The night air was cold and honest. My hands shook when I finally looked at my phone. There were weeks of messages. Plans layered on plans. Jokes that mirrored one she used to tell me. Complaints about me that stung because they were half true. She hadn't fallen into this by accident. She'd built it. She joined me a moment later, wrapping her arms around herself. This wasn't how I wanted you to find out. I almost laughed. How did you want me to find out? She swallowed. I didn't know how to tell you. I didn't want to hurt you. Then why tonight? I asked. Why here? She looked past me at the lights, the house. I wanted witnesses. I wanted it to feel real. I nodded. That made sense in a way that broke me. How long? Long enough, she said. Do you love him? She hesitated. That was answer enough. I love you, she said finally, tears spilling. This is different. I thought of all the times I'd felt her pull away and blamed myself. The nights I'd waited up. The mornings I'd kissed her goodbye and tasted distance. Different doesn't get to trample people, I said quietly. She reached for me. I stepped back. Inside, laughter had resumed, thin and awkward. Life moving on even as mine split in two. I won't beg, I said. I won't compete. If you need a plan B, you've already left. Her shoulders sagged. What are you saying? I'm saying I'm done, I said. The words hurt, but they fit. All yours. She cried then, the kind of crying that sounds like it's tearing something loose. I felt it too. Grief, yes, but also a strange relief. The truth has weight, but it also has edges you can stand on. We told our friends it was late. We cleaned in silence. She packed a bag. At the door she turned back, eyes searching my face for something, permission maybe. I'm sorry, she said. I know, I said. And I did. People are complicated. Love is messy. That didn't make the damage smaller, but it made it human. After she left, I sat alone in the quiet house. The string lights flickered out. The sink smelled faintly of citrus. I held my wedding ring in my palm until it warmed. In the weeks that followed, there were hard days and harder nights. I learned which memories to keep and which to let go. I learned that self-respect can be quiet, that strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes it smiles, lifts a glass, and steps away. I still think about that text sometimes, the way 3 vibrations changed everything. But now when my phone buzzes, I don't flinch. I breathe. I choose myself. And that finally feels like a plan worth keeping.